I'm going to be real honest with you. I am struggling with some anxiety today. And yes, as I've said before, I'm not impervious to any of these feelings, any of these emotions. Even as a counselor, I myself have them too. So I thought I might take you kind of through the process when I get anxiety and thinking maybe some of these tactics might work for you, because I'm sure if you're watching this and the first few moments of the video caught your attention in terms of anxiety, you might be looking for some techniques or some strategies that you can use yourself that are simple, that are easy, that will support you in mitigating some of that anxiety and get you back to a place of balance and being able to breathe, at least without feeling like your throat or your stomach is in your chest or up here in your throat. I don't know what I'm saying, but you're catching my meaning. Anyways, the first step when I have anxiety anytime is just saying it out loud. I will say it to my partner. I will say it to my dog. If nobody is around, I will say it to myself. I will literally admit and notice, hey, I'm having anxiety. Because the first step in managing it, the first step of getting yourself back into the driver's seat and feeling more like you're in control instead of spiraling, is to be able to observe what's happening. So often maybe, and especially if you're someone who suffers from anxiety, it's like you don't even know you have it. It's become so much a part of your personality, so much a part of your identity. And it's like you might be having it every single day, but you aren't even aware and tuned with it. You just know that something's not right, that you're feeling like your heart's beating a mile a minute, that you just can't get comfortable, that things feel really difficult and sticky and icky. And that might be what anxiety looks like for you. So the first piece of the puzzle is always having an awareness or being able to observe the fact that it's happening. So that is step one, just kind of saying it out loud and admitting it to whoever is available or not available. In my case, I'll say it to myself. And along with that, I try not to judge or think about too much the why. Why am I having anxiety? Why am I feeling this way? What's going on? And starting to pick it apart, because sometimes what that can do is cause you more anxiety, especially if you can't quite find the root of the issue or the root of what is bothering you. So I will oftentimes not even judge or not even try and really think about what it's about. If I know offhand, okay, this is why I'm having those feelings, then I can kind of pick that apart a little bit and see if that's actually true and all these things. But for the most part, the goal is just labeling it and saying it. The second thing I do is I will take notice of where it's happening in my body. Where is the anxiety presenting itself? Because usually it's within the body. So for me today, I'm feeling it in my chest. I'm feeling it right here. My heart is kind of beating funny. It's fluttering. It's not really, doing its normal thing. I can just feel like things are off. So I had now admitted that I have anxiety. Now I'm going to say, okay, I'm feeling it in my chest. And a lot of times, if I'm feeling it anywhere else, sometimes I'll feel it in my stomach, wherever it is, I'll put my hand there and just do some deep breathing right into that space. So for me, I'm feeling it in my heart space. I'm going to put my hands there. I'm going to do some deep breathing right into that space and try to see if I can't bring about some equilibrium again. So that's kind of step two. Step number three is I will call upon a way to find grounding. For me, I love a good meditation. After I am done with this video, I'm going to look one up specifically for increasing vibration. So I will kind of intuit, what is it that I need in terms of a guided meditation? Because even though I've been meditating for years, I still can't seem to do it without guidance, and that's perfectly okay. So I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to go ahead and do one of those meditations after the fact. And then finally, once that is done, if I'm still feeling some lingering anxiety, I will ask myself, does this belong to me? Yes or no? And you might think, hey, that's a bit of a silly question, but it really isn't, because if you're watching this and you identify or have identified as somebody that picks up on other people's energies or other people's feelings, it could be that I've picked this up from somebody else. Maybe my partner is struggling with anxiety. Maybe my mother-in-law is struggling with anxiety. Whoever it is that is living in my house, heck, maybe my dog has anxiety. But if I continue to identify it as my own and label it as my own, not asking the question, hey, does this actually belong to me or does this belong to somebody else? I can mistake other people's feelings or emotions as mine, and that I'm carrying it around and taking it on and thinking it's my own, when in reality it isn't. So those are kind of my 4 steps when I'm feeling this way. Number 1, say it out loud. Number 2, breathe into the space where I'm feeling it. Number 3, call on some grounding. And this for me might be meditation. For you, it could be going and walking in nature. It could be any number of things. It could be folding laundry, whatever brings you grounding. And number 4, if there's still lingering anxiety, asking the question, does this belong to me? And if it does not belong to me, I send it back to the source with love, light, and positivity. Meaning, if it's not my own anxiety, if it's somebody else's anxiety, I'm sending it back to them, but I'm sending it back to them with love and compassion, meaning it's a win-win. I am disconnecting myself from feeling the anxiety of another person, and I'm sending it back to them with love and compassion so that they are getting that kindness on the receiving end. So those are just a couple of my kind of quick little ideas in terms of how you can manage or address anxiety in the moment you're feeling it. And these activities don't have to take long. Even if you have a total of 8 minutes, you can do all of these things in 8 minutes. You can find a 5-minute kind of breathing exercise or meditation, whatever is grounding to you online. There's all sorts of things you can do. It can really, really be quick, but it's important that you address it, and as opposed to just kind of letting it run rampant, because then what happens is you begin to spiral. And ultimately, anxiety has everything to do with feeling like there's something in the future that is uncertain. And anxiety tends to be concern about the future, worry about the future, things that are outside of your control. So if you can get yourself back to a state of balance, get yourself back to a state of equilibrium, and avoid kind of that spiral of anxiety, you will be able to feel so much better, so much quicker, and bounce back from it. But hopefully you found that helpful. And of course, I want to share with you that I hope you are happy, healthy, and abundant, and make it a great day, make it a great day, make it a great day. This is me brushing the anxiety off. All right, let's get to it. I'll see you soon.